What we're not going to do is not act like Pap and Clarissa have had Remy's name in their mouth the past couple of years. And Pap, you are not a victim. Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. So, today we are talking Remy Ma, we are talking Pap, we are talking a little bit of Pap's mistress, Clarissa, but primarily Remy and Pap. And Clarissa, right? But first, I need to get into a couple of things. So we're going to talk about the reaction to Remy's diss record because it's gone viral on all of the blogs and all the things. And some people are trying to rewrite history once again. And Remy is throwing shots via the Instagrammy stories. But we got to get into Pap, Remy's estranged husband, who is acting like a victim all of a sudden, y'all. So I did a video yesterday, you guys, about the attempted smear campaign against Remy Ma was a flop, was a fail, you guys. It didn't work. It didn't work for what Clarissa and Pap were trying to do, right? And about a couple hours or so later, out from the bushes, because I know you saw my video, Pap. Why does Pap post in his Instagrammy stories? Once again, fake news, cap. The Papoose smear campaign is getting desperate with hand over face emoji. Now, this story came out well before Remy Ma's song came out. But this story came out after it went viral, the cease and desist that you, Pap, tried to send to Remy, tried to have her song shut down, removed from radio stations, removed from all streaming platforms, removed from all purchasing platforms such as iTunes, and trying to stop her bag and trying to stop her putting food on the table for her and the golden child. You know, the daughter that you begged like Keith Sweat to have, but you never see because you are all up under your current come up. No. Pap is no victim. And this is what Remy was talking about, that Pap is all about his public image. Mind you, Clarissa's been drug up and through here. Pap don't give a crap about Clarissa. Why do you feel that you are exempt from any dragging or any type of quote-unquote smear campaign, but y'all thought y'all were doing something? It was either you or Clarissa that had the bright idea to leak that cease and desist yesterday that was all the way back from April in hopes that it was going to get drags to Remy, and instead it got drags to y'all because as much as you were on there doing those car freestyles and releasing all these albums and releasing all this music, you couldn't get in the booth and respond to Why You Effing Lying if you were that hurt? And Clarissa's doing every single diss song but a response to Remy because she can't go bar for bar against no Remy. So y'all give her patty cake lyrics and patty cake songs to rap about, full of delusions. Make it make sense. But you are no victim, Pap. I need to make that clear. You are no victim. You had the public fooled for decades, all because you sat there and you were mute. Now you want to open your mouth because you're with Clarissa, who likes running her mouth. No. And now you can't handle it that your pretend good guy persona is non-existent. Because, unfortunately, people fell for the hate train with Remy Ma, and they always, what do I tell y'all? I tell y'all need to be listening to the wives. She's the one that had to deal with this man. Only 4 more people to start coming around as time has gone on, but ultimately, Pap, you have nobody to blame but yourself. You can file a cease and desist, but you can't progress forward with this divorce. And if you really think you're getting half of anything from Remy, there is going to be no divorce. There is going to never be a divorce. If you really think you're going to get half of Remy's money, but got time for cease and desist out here. No. How about you and Claressa stop running y'all mouths about Remy in interviews? She warns y'all every time y'all talk about her, she's coming. So if y'all want to continue to talk about her, she's going to continue to come for y'all. That's it and that's all. Next case. So Remy Ma posted, you guys, in her Instagram stories, some clips and snippets of the song. She had also posted this as well.
We all love Nuckity Bug. Yeah. Like, that's an anthem.
But you claim you didn't know Princess and Crime Mob. No. And that it's okay for people to be blocking people out here. Absolutely not. Also, Remy Ma had posted this in her Instagram stories as well, shouting out Crime Mob, basically saying, real recognize real, Crime Mob, what up? You know what I'm saying? I would love it if Remy Ma was at the fight. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think K. Scott is familiar with everything that's happening. You know what I'm saying? But it would be hilarious if Remy was there, right? If Remy was there, but I don't think she will be, but I would be shook if she was. And then Remy shouted out Miss Shanika and was like, Miss Shanika, if they, try to play with you again, just have them listen to this, right? But I want to get into some of the people who either are acting clueless on purpose or really have no clue the reason why Remy is doing what she's doing. So I saw some haters. That were trying to call the song weak, that were trying to call the track weak, knowing daggone well everybody goes crazy whenever you hear that Nuck If You Buck beat. Y'all not going to convince me y'all don't like the song. Those of y'all that don't like the song, y'all don't like it because it's against Claressa. Y'all don't like the song because it is direct shots fired at Claressa. And it is spoiling her fight week. It is spoiling the fact that everybody's going to be streaming this song. Everybody's going to be blasting this song heading into the weekend, which also coincidentally seems to be the same weekend as her fight against somebody who has only 7 professional fights to their name, right? And here's the thing. Apparently, some of y'all didn't know, or some of y'all forgot, because some of the blogs are posting receipts, that Claressa was in Remy's DMs. Now, I know y'all over here are aware that Claressa was in Remy's DMs. We talk about it all the time, right? But I don't think some of the general public is aware that it was Claressa that was in Remy's DMs, calling Remy Ma sis, wishing her happy birthday, stalking her day to day, what movie she's watching, what she's eating, whether or not she's in Las Vegas, saying I love you, all this foolishness, all while behind the scenes on the side is either plotting on her husband or already entangled with her husband. Why doesn't anybody that interviews Claressa Shields ask that question? Why doesn't anybody ask her, why were you in Remy's DMs trying to be Remy's friend if the whole time you were after her husband, if the whole time it was really her husband? But pretending you wanted style tips, you wanted to be friends with this lady, all the things, but plotting on her husband, that is mistress behavior 101. That is side chick behavior 101. There have been so many people, and we don't even have to keep it in the real life, you know what I'm saying? We can talk about even just celebrities, reality stars, Instagrammy models, the whole thing. They will be on those couples pages that post on the Instagrammy and the Facebook and everything else, their little couple photos, their little couple vacation, their little anniversary posts, all the things. And there'll be women in those comments. Couple goals. Oh my gosh, I love y'all so much. I want a man like yours or whatever else. The whole time it really is, I want your man. Next thing you know, whether you're still with the person or not, there might be some problems or whatever the case that may ensue. You find out later on, those same people that were hyping you up was bold enough to be in the DMs of your man. Of your significant other, of your husband, because they were jealous that it was you that was getting that treatment. And that's what I believe what happened with Claressa. She wasn't really a Remy fan like that. She was jealous that it was Remy that was getting that type of treatment from PAP. Or what was presented to us is PAP giving Remy Ma that type of treatment, right? So you decided to ditch all of your entanglements for a married man because this was, in your eyes, the biggest celebrity that, you know what I'm saying, you felt that you could pull, even though you had a direct connect to 50 Cent and dealing with Maserati Bud and you could be on his new show, Fightland. You know what I'm saying? You could have been on 50's show, Fightland, and had the red carpet rolled out for you, Claressa. It could have been an actress. But you were playing. But you let a married man convince you of a phony baloney $8 million deal with Wid Records, right? And so for the people that are also saying that Remy Ma is bitter or that she needs to get over things or that she needs to let this go and that this is childish and da-da-da-da-da. And I have a question for y'all. If you are in an estranged marriage where your husband has cheated on you and has played in your face on multiple occasions and wants to publicly try to rub in your face and try to publicly get a reaction out of you, both between him and his mistress, in particularly for the last couple of years, and you haven't said anything until a few months ago when you put out your first diss record, how is it that you do not see that there's bitterness and insecurity and the need to let go on the side of Pap and Claressa, but anytime Remy responds, y'all want to get in y'all feelings? And it's because y'all know Claressa can't respond via a song, via a diss record. And y'all also are trying to make this about her boxing event, but ultimately, she doesn't even want to promote her boxing event. She's busy going back and forth with Bro Willa on the internet. She is busy trying to ruin Miss Shanika's career. Because apparently, allegedly, I believe it's still true, that she's going to be having an upcoming interview with Remy Ma soon, within the next couple of weeks, if that's still going to be happening, right? And y'all wanted to try to spoil some stuff. Y'all wanted to try to stop some stuff. Y'all wanted to try to get in front of some stuff. Y'all didn't like that Jess Hilarious finally had a clue that maybe Claressa's doing too much in these interviews. Maybe Claressa is talking way too much about Remy Ma in these interviews, and Remy Ma is not talking about her. So Clarence, you know what I'm saying? Like you had one job, and that was to make a name for yourself, not being attached to a married man and not trying to platform yourself off of Remy Ma and trying to replicate everything Remy Ma and Pap already did in this industry, already did in the public eye. Except for y'all not getting the same motion or the same brand deals or the same opportunities. It is nothing but smoke and mirrors. I saw one comment that was talking about, oh, Remy's jealous of all the success that Pap and Claressa have, and I was of confusion as far as what the success is. They've been getting dragged up and through here. What success? What opportunities? What magazine covers? Like, what are we saying? Y'all acting like they're on the Today Show or Good Morning America or CBS Mornings promoting their entanglement. Y'all act like they're on the cover of Ebony and Essence magazine. Being daily on the Shade Room and the Neighborhood Talk and Live Bites is not meaning that you have success in brand deals. It just means that you are a daily trending topic for all of the wrong reasons. That doesn't mean that you have it's translating to any financial success or financial opportunities, because people are seeing how much Claressa and Pap are in the news on a regular basis, and how Claressa continues to give goofy responses in these interviews about wanting to have a baby with a married man, speaking on another man and wife's marriage and their divorce proceedings as if you were in the marriage as well, is no bueno. If Claressa had actual self-respect for herself, she wouldn't have knowingly gotten herself involved with a married man. Point blank, period. She sees everything as a competition, and she wanted y'all to like her, even knowingly texting a married man that he needed to do more for her, that he needed to be more public with her, that he needed to stop keeping her hidden, that he needed to have another phone to continue to deceive and lie to his wife. And that the bare minimum of what she requires is you to fall asleep on the phone with her, like y'all teenagers. No. Ain't nobody got time for that. What? But that's the bare minimum that Claressa thinks is enough for a married man to show his loyalty to her. So the bar is already in HELL, but I don't hear the Claressa supporters calling any of that out. I don't hear any of the Claressa supporters saying perhaps she should wait until the divorce is finalized with PAP to be out here on the scene with him like this. I never hear the Claressa supporters say that, but what I see that the message has been sent to the REMY hate group. You know what I'm saying? I see the message went out. Go in the comments on the Shade Room and say that that song sucks, or that the song is weak, or that you like Remy but this ain't it. Or go in the comments and say, she needs to move on from Claressa. She's the one obsessed. She's the one bitter. Da 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 da. I already saw the play. Because y'all want to act like Remy Ma's not that girl. And the reality is, the real reason why y'all mad, you Claressa Shields fans that are mad, or y'all anti-Remys that are mad, is because y'all know what Remy is saying in all these diss tracks is the truth. Y'all know what Remy is saying in these diss tracks are the truth. Y'all know that Claressa's obsessed with Remy. Y'all know PAP ain't ghostwrite anything, and it's evidenced by the songs that Remy Ma continues to put out. And y'all want to cover up or pretend to be clueless that it was Claressa and DMs of Remy Ma. It was Claressa presenting the false narrative that she wanted to be that lady's friend, calling her sis, saying how much she loves her, asking for styling tips and all the things. Y'all never want to discuss that part, like how Claressa said, you never want to talk the divorce. Well, we do. It's just not finalized. But y'all never want to talk. It was Claressa in Remy's DMs that makes this so diabolical and disgusting. And PAP, you not granting Remy this divorce when she told y'all could have been divorced a few years back. She didn't want anything from you, and you were not getting a dime from her. All you had to do was sign the papers. And you pull that stunt with the cease and desist yesterday. No. All that cash SHIT you talk, all that brief smoke that you had for 50 Cent, and you're nowhere to be found when the tables have turned. Nowhere to be found, but put a cease and desist on your wife that you refuse to grant a divorce. And then trying to bring the golden child into the madness when you're barely around the child. Make it make sense. And talking about, she could see on social media what's being said, as if she cannot see as well what your mistress is saying about her. Your mistress just discussed her in the Cam Newton interview. Where's the energy for that? Where is the energy that there has not been one interview over the past couple of years that Claressa has not referenced or subbed Remy Ma? Or tried to pivot to try to shift any type of blame to Remy Ma? So y'all got nobody to blame but yourselves. But I keep saying, y'all keep throwing shots. Y'all keep throwing subliminals. Y'all keep mentioning Remy's name in interviews. She's going to keep coming out with diss records. So y'all can continue to try it, and Remy's going to continue to respond. And that's on that. So that is that for this video. That is it for this video. I need y'all to do me the biggest favor. I need y'all to do y'all biggest one, and that is to hype the video. Hype the video, please. Hype the video like you never hyped a video before in your life. There's that. That is it. That is all. It's todos es final. It's finito. It's the end of the road. It's the end of the line for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.